Sound check, sound check. So yan. Good afternoon again. Welcome again to my another episode of my stream. So this will be a short stream. Hindi naman ganun tayo magtatagal. And for now, we will just do some repairing of PCs of customers. So yan. So we will be playing PC Building Simulator. So for now, we just have to put some audio. Ayan. So for now, yan, let's start. Medyo bumagal yung audio natin. So yan. For now, we will check muna yung mga kailangang i-check. So yan. The microphone is okay. The audio is okay. So may iba sigurong magano rito. So for now, we just have to build PCs for today. And it's kinda hot here in the Philippines. Lalo ngayon, as you can see at the back, I put some fan right now because it's quite hot here and it will make some buzzing sound within my microphone if I put the fan in front of me. So that's why I put the fan at the back of my setups. So for now, so let's get started. We just have to put the sounds here. So yan. So let's get started. We just have to continue. So for today, we'll just have to start right now. Ano bang gagawin natin ngayon for today? I forgot. So for today, delivery. Puro delivery lang pala to. Nakalimutan kong i-ano. So just have to turn on the PC. Just have to lower the volume again. Medyo malakas. Ayan. So we just have to resume. So we will check our email. So in transit pa rin hanggang ngayon. So most of our task has been done yesterday from the previous day. So iyan na lang natin. Ay pala you just have to end day pala ngayon. So yan. So let's get to work right now. So dumating na yung ating pyesa. So we just bought the G-Skill 40s and the graphic card. Ayan. So for now, we just have to start first here. Ano ba to? So we just have to upgrade this up to 8 gig. So we just have to remove this. Then install the new memory. Actually, dalawa ito. And sakto, meron din kasing isang kailangan na ano. And before that, kailangan rin nating linisin to at napakadumi. Okay natin yung likuran. So, it's quite well. So, yan. After this, put the side panel. Then the cables. Ayan. Then after this, ano na tayo, turn the PC on. Ayan. So it's okay now. It's quite working. So just have to shut this down. So yan, dali na natin to. Then this one, so check muna natin kung gumagana to. So just put inside the cables. Ayan. So turn it on. So I forgot, lalagyan natin ng will it run. Ito. Just have to install will it run. So just have to restart. So we will check ano ba yung kailangan patakbuhin. Flight simulator. So we'll just check flight simulator. So ang nakalagay kasi dito is the recommended specs. So ang nakalagay is the GTX 980, in which the PC has a GTX 960 4G limited edition. So we just have to replace this. So we just have to shut it down first. Remove the cable. So I just bought a I think it's a 1050 Ti, and then after this I will remove this 960 4G. So what we're gonna do is to remove this excuse me. So yun, tinanggal natin. Then we have to unplug this. Ayan. So as you can see, no graphic card, and we will just have to install a new one. So I just bought a the MSI GTX 1050 Ti. So you just have to test this if it works here. So next up is to put the PCI lock. Then next up is to put the keys. There we go. Then we just have to put the cables, rather the peripherals, the power supply, the mouse, the keyboard, and the monitor, in which it is put on the uh, HDMI port. So just to power this on, and I hope this thing will work. So we just have to open this software, then flight simulator. Oh my god. So what you're gonna do is to have to buy this GTX 980. I don't know why. I think it's much on a higher level if it uh, if the video card is the 1050 Ti, unlike for the GTX 980, since since the recommended specs of the game needs GTX 980, so we just have to buy the specific graphic card. So too bad, we just have to turn this off and remove these cables, and we will have to buy a new graphic card, which it is the 980 GTX 980. So we just have to remove this, then install the old one. Where's this? It's the 960, I think. So for now, we just have to close this first, and we'll buy a new one. Just to place this first here. Just buy a graphic card, specific graphic card, the GTX 980. So we just have to buy the 980 for GLE, the limited edition, since since this specific graphic card is not available. So we just have to buy this. There you go. Then uh, Next up, we just have to upgrade the CPU of this. So I don't know what is the. Let's check on the inventory. CPU processor. So I don't have any new ones, so we just have to buy. So this one, just look for the PC stats. So the processor installed on this computer is the AMD Ryzen 3 quad core, the 1300X, in which it is in the overclock version of the Ryzen 3 series. So you just have to buy a Ryzen 5, in which it also has a overclock version. Since the motherboard, I think is uh, just have to look at this. But as you can see, the Mortoni A320M, I don't think it's not the uh, I don't think it needs some overclock, since the motherboard is unable to do the overclock in order to boost the speed of the CPU. So we just have to buy for the non-overclock version. So we just have to buy CPU, since we don't know what we're gonna have. So we just have to check also for the budget. So the budget is around $300. So as you can see, we can also have to purchase the A320 Fortune X, in which the motherboard has the capability of overclocking in order to boost the CPU. But unfortunately, the budget for the customer is only $300. So we cannot buy this motherboard. So you just have to buy the Ryzen 5, Ryzen 5 1500X. So just have to keep that first. So next up is to upgrade this graphic card. What is the case of this? So just do this collect now. So this will be upgrade graphic card. The vents look a little bit clogged. Is that okay? So we just have to clean first the PC before we install the graphic card. So here we just look at the specification, and the graphic card installed is the GTX 960 100 ME. So I think we just have to buy I think the 1050 Ti is the suitable one for this. So let's put let's try if this will work. So as you can see, the customer mentioned that it's a little bit clogged, so we just have to clean this first. So the interior is okay. I think the back portion is also okay. So next up, we just have to remove the graphic card. Then next up, the PCI cover. Then just remove the graphic card. So let's try to install the 1050 Ti. Just have to look first how much will be the budget. So the budget is around $600. I think this would work. I don't know why hmm. So we just have to buy again another graphic card. No, we just have to try this first. Since the 960 is only 2 gigabyte, as you can see the virtual RAM is around 2 gig only, while the 1050 Ti is around 4 gigabyte. But I'm still worried why this thing won't work. Next up, we just have to then install the case. If this don't work, so we just have to buy the upgraded version. So I'm still worried about this graphic card since the one installed is much better than the other one. So I think we just have to upgrade some parts also. No, just have to install this. No, since the budget is around $600, so we just have to also upgrade the motherboard, I think. So just have to buy again. So I think we just have to buy for the MSI GTX 970. And for the motherboard, Kaby Lake, Skylake. So, mm, we just have to try this first before we continue. Then, first we just have to leave this. So this will have to wait for tomorrow. Then this one also just have to wait for tomorrow. Then tomorrow, then just have to look for a new job. So for now, the new parts available is the Edita Ultimate SU50 to 40 gigabyte SSD. So here you go. So for now, I just bought the no. So this is a new one. I need for the i7, I think. But for now, I just have to look for the other one. So upgrade graphic card. So the graphic card installed here is the RX 560, and we just have to install for the upgraded one since the budget is around $250. So this one just have to accept this. Then the other one, diagnose and fix. Diagnose. So what will be the problem? So the problem is it isn't booting. So uh, it seems to power on okay, but it doesn't get any further than the BIOS screen. Hmm. So we just have to accept this first. Yan. Just have to diagnose this first. So this one, I think we will have to buy another graphic card again. In which the installed one is the Radeon RX 560. Here it is. So the budget is around $250. So I think we could go with the ooh, look at this 4 gig. Huh? We just have to buy, I think, for the 960. For now, we just have to buy this. Just have to accept this because uh, I'm just thinking. So this will be for the CPU. So it needed Intel Core i5 above, I think. So just have to buy for the processor here. So for now, we just have to buy for the Intel iCore 6700. Just is it this overclocking? So it's not. So we just have to buy for the upgraded one, in which it is the Intel iCore 6700. So just have to add this. For now, we just have to accept. Then this one, we just have to check this again for tomorrow. Well, there you go. I bought so many parts and unfortunately I only finished one. There you go. I bought the necessary parts, so I think we just have to test this all at once. So we just have to repair this. No, just have to uh, remove the viruses here. So I forgot to install the flash drive, USB drive. So we just have to install for the virus scanner. So we just have to restart. So open the virus scanner and just have to start scanning. Just have to clean this. Now it's protected. We just have to shut it down. Remove the cables. Just have to place this. Then the upgrade. I think the part is okay. It's now ready. Just bought for the 980 series. Remove, so we just have to install for the 980. Since The needed requirement for the graphic card is the 980 series. Then install for the case. Cables. Then turn it on. Oops, I forgot. Just have to remove this. I forgot to put the cables on the graphic card. I don't remember if there's a specific white cables. So we just have to install white cables here. There we go. Nice one. So turn it on. So will it run? Of course, it will run. There we go. Just have to remove for the cables again. Next up is this upgrade CPU. Oops. Ah no. So just have to connect this. Next up is this. We just have to discard. Then upgrade CPU, black cables. And I think this one. Next up, we just have to remove this. So this is the Ryzen 3 quad core 1300X. So you just have to install for the Ryzen 5 CPU. So this one is used, so we just have to sell this both. We just have to put this. Then next up, what is the next thing we should do? So we just have to put thermal paste. Next up, the CPU cooling. There you go. Next up is install the side panel. Then cables. Then turn this on. So it works smooth as silk. You just have to shut this down. So what's missing? What is missing here? Put the cables. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. The black one. There we go. Just have to boot this again. So I think this will work. Just have to remove this again. There we go. Second one done. So we just have to check what will be the problem of this. So I just bought a expensive one. 1050 Ti. I already installed this, but since it doesn't work, you just have to look for the new graphic card if it's still here. So you just have to install for the I think it's 970. Ah, here we go. It works. So you just have to put the cable. Then turn this on. Sorry. So it works. Just have to shut this down. Next up is this. The CPU. So we just have to do this first. Oh, it's quite dirty, so we just have to clean this first before we continue upgrading this. There we go. So just have to remove air cooler, then the next up, remove the CPU, then just have to install for the new processor, in which is the Intel Core i7. Install, then thermal paste again. Cables. There you go. Then install the case. Cables. Yeah, it works. Just have to shut this down. Remove. So upgrade this graphic card. So I think this is the micro ATX micro CPU, or I think the mini one. Just have to remove this. So I think I just removed the wrong part. Since this kind of PC is more compact from the other one, so some of the parts here are difficult to remove since this is a compact PC. Here, look at this. So this the portion in which the CPU is located. Then this is the graphic card. So you just have to remove this first. Then just have to install graphic card. So most of the graphic card here available is the 1050 Ti. So you just have to check this if this is compatible. If this is not compatible, you just have to uh, look for the other one. So as you can see, this is not compatible. Just have to remove this again. So you just have to collect everything first before we continue. I forgot this. So this is more of the RAM side. Discard, then collect. Discard, discard. So this one's the graphic card, and you just have to look at this. Oh, I forgot. Install the old one. I think it is the 560. So I think this is the 560, RX 560. So just have to buy for the other one, the upgraded version. So this one, the 560, and I think we just have to go for the other one, the overclock version, I think. just have to close this, so just have to install the old one. So you just have to place this first, then next up, collect. Ryzen 5, just have to buy another Ryzen 5 again. Then what will be the PC RAM? So we just have to remove this, the more Tony, and we just have to accept this. So new parts available, so some just have to discard some of this. So just have to yan. So just have to put the cable first. Then turn on. So we could see that there's no CPU found, so we just have to install one. As you can see, there's a error, no CPU found, so we just have to buy for the uh, CPU set. Just have to turn this off and remove the cables. We just have to look first what is the processor inside. I think it's stated here. I forgot. So diagnose and fix, we just have to look for the PC. So it is the Ryzen 5 quad core, so we just have to buy another Ryzen 5 quad core. So again, what will be the other needed here? Oh, we just have to buy another one. Just have to buy for the overclock version again. Then next up, how many 16 gigabyte do I need? One, two, three. Three, uh, 316 gigabyte, four, four. So we just have to look for the inventory first. Since we've got some memory here that is unused, so we just have one. Some of these are already used, so we just have to sell this. There we go. For now, we just have to buy how many RAMs do I need? RAM memory here. Just have to look first the specifications before we buy. It's 2400, first one. Next one is 2400. Ooh. Next one is we just have to replace this. 8 gigabyte of RAM, 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 8 gigabyte. We just have to buy another one of these. G-Scale 40 is 8 gigabyte, 2100. Next up is the more Tony, so we just have to buy a regular one, 2100. Just have to buy these. Next up, this one, so we just have to buy one. Red. Next up is white silver. So on this case, here we go. Lastly is this. Just have to replace this. Just have to buy a 16 GB single stick. There you go. Just have to shut this down. Then turn this off. End of day. Go to work. Oh, what should I do with this? Silver. Oh my god. Just today ba yan? Wala pa yung parts ko. Puro ano to? Ano ba yung dumating? Graphic card. Di pa dumarating. Tangin na. Nuno. CPU. So all I can do for now is to fix this one. So habang natagal, as the game goes on, the task is getting the task is increasingly added on the on my part, so just have to clean this first. Just have to remove this, just have to install processor, thermal paste. Then next up is the ano bang gagawin ko dito? Yun. So install this cable, So there's no additional work here, and cables, just have to run this. There we go. There we go, just have to boot this up. Done. Next up, we just have to place this. Just collect, then discard. Just have to quit this because sorry. Some of the parts are available tomorrow and you cannot use this. So for now, we just have to add more. So replace hard drive. Just have to accept this. Replace. So we just have to buy a hard drive for this. So the budget will be around $100. So just have to buy this 3 terabyte of so we cannot do this for now. Then two of these needs benchmark. Oh. So three of the upcoming task needs benchmarking. So for now, we just have to collect what I did for today, what I do for today. There you go. So for now, this will be the end of my stream for today, and unfortunately, I cannot do all the tasks today since some of the parts will have to arrive tomorrow. Some of the parts will arrive tomorrow, and since this is a short stream and I have some things to do for today, so we just have to cut this stream right now. And again, thank you guys for watching. for those who have watched. So again, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next week for another episode of my stream here on Twitch. You can catch me up here on Twitch on Fridays at 9 p.m. and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Uh, then Sundays I'll be on Facebook Gaming at 6 a.m. So again, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next week. So that's for it for now. Bye.